tonight. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 1 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. Cincinnati Bengals.
It is a beautiful night for football here in the Midwest as we are at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. The scene a few moments ago, and here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club, and I don't think from what we saw down the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to win.
They passed the eye test.
There's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get the sea of red. We're underway in Kansas City. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. He wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was a theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away your game plan? I think it's pretty obvious that helped them win. That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one that...
Cincinnati score. Antonio Brown, 74 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Over the middle. Defensively, you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, they just watched the other team take the ball downfield and score, so they knew that this drive, this opening drive, was on them. And boy, that was important to pick up that first down there and keep this one going.
This is Hines. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15. To throw is Bridgewater. Pass incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And that is incomplete. Had to pass there.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And a very short pickup there. Across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. We'll run out of the gun with Evans. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the game for Hopkins. That's a first down.
In this game, but plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Brady. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Humming here in the early going.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. On the draw, it's Evans. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The 33 on third down. Here's Brady. On the screen, this is Evans. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Chiefs nothing.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Montez. This will be caught at about the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Jason Sanders into the field goal. The 24-yard line.
Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-0.
Chiefs nothing.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive at 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way down the field, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The first thrown off of the backup, Keenum. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Keenum. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Keenum. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 50, it's Keenum.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Throwing the out route and complete. That's McKenzie. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Keenum. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah McKenzie, 35 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back with a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker to kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Here's Sinet to throw. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Sinet. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That was a lot of zip on that pass. And this guy might have called out frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they get him down inside the 30 to 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Keenum. He's going to fire deep for Ridley. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. 3 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started less than 1 month from tonight in our game. Most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, We self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged. At times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part.
Now he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
To throw, Montez. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down. Now Montez rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the 1st.
Using his big target, he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage. So here's 2nd and 11. They will run with White out of the shotgun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame. And he's got a first down.
Should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield, here's Keenum. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them first down.
Now we're talking about a quarterback duel, matching each other pass for pass. I miss both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now a first down throw, Keenum, and that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Here's Keenum. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there on the first down.
Ways of quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
I think they like this drive a little better than partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it with White. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to get this back with a touchdown.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space. But how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Butker now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to use his legs. And he gets gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Here's Montez. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up the key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. To stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Screen play, Anderson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Danny Shelton able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Danny Shelton. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This is a 26-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they feel a lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. In that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Keenum. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down and a gain of 10. Throwing on 1st down is Keenum. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. 20, 10. And this defense has broken it open as they return to the house for 6. This was a close game. They return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for him. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown, and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something, let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now. Make it 2 down.
Keenum and the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 45 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Keenum. The throw taken in by Sims. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Open man here. Sims complete. And taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Keenum. He'll drop it underneath to White. And they'll be inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. That's complete to Jake Butt. And they'll break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop them with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Keenum, he's going to go on top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. To the air again, Keenum. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Keenum going forward. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And they will take it in here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop them with 13 seconds left to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they take it in.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there. Run the ball, see if they can pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, of course, this is a win they're going to need to have. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered. But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done. And they knew exactly how. Had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gunn, saying so long, everybody.